I'm expecting to not get a lot of sleep, and I'm trying not to have any expectations. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 3rd trimester update. I cannot believe that this pregnancy is almost over. It's been really long actually, especially with quarantine the past couple of months, but we're here at the end and I am just waiting on a baby. In today's video, I thought that I would just share with you how I'm doing. I am at the end. I am 38 weeks and 2 days. So by the time you're seeing this, it's probably going to be around the 40-week mark. And hopefully there will be a baby. But I'm thinking this baby is going to take its sweet time and probably be here late. In today's video, I'm just going to share with you how I'm feeling, what my latest doctor's appointments have been like, some of my favorite products, and then some questions that a lot of you have been asking me on Instagram and on YouTube. All right, according to Ovia, the app that I use for pregnancy, the baby is the size of a spaghetti squash, which is pretty big. And the baby has eye color, even though it may change. Baby number 3 could now be almost 7 pounds and over 19.5 inches tall. The baby right now should be able to be delivered and not need any support. So that's good news. But for me, I'm not miserable. I went to my 37-week appointment and the baby was still kind of high and I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated. My belly was measuring right where it should be, and I'm very certain that my due date is like spot on where it should be. So I went this week to my 38-week appointment and everything was the same. No changes. Kind of disappointed. I wanted like a little bit more of a change, but my doctor explained that when it's your 3rd baby, you don't have to be dilated early. Your body can just go like boom, 1 to 100 in like no time. So just waiting. I'm going on walks. I'm bouncing on my yoga ball. Just trying to be patient, even though it's hard when I'm at home every single day and I'm not working like I normally would be. I definitely was surprised. Well, maybe I shouldn't have been, but I did hit the 200-pound mark at the doctor's office, which I never thought that that would be seen with my eyes, but I did. So woohoo, we're gonna have so much fun with that afterwards. But I mean, what can I say? When you get full term, it just keeps getting bigger and we're on quarantine and anywho, so that will be a lot of fun, but it just happens sometimes. So I'm assuming that would make me around the 45-pound mark. I'm sure if I keep going another 3 weeks, I'm gonna hit 50 pounds. Like, it's just inevitable, but whatever. My blood pressure has been great. It was 128 over like 80 last time, which is great for me at the end of a pregnancy. My blood pressure always is high when I'm pregnant. Quarantine has been difficult and hard in its own ways, but I do think from a health point, like, it's been good for me being pregnant to be home. Like, I can nap every day. Like, I'm sleeping in later. I guess that means I'm eating more, like, which is not great, but it's been beneficial for me to be this pregnant during this time. So I'm trying to rely on the positives of that. Only thing that has been challenging for me this week has been like breathing. I feel so unhealthy and large and like out of shape. Talking gets me out of breath. Walking around the block really gets me out of breath, and I personally just am not somebody who is out of shape. Normally I'm like fit and active, and it's hard for me. So I cannot wait to not have a baby pushing on my lungs. All right, so some products I've been loving. My stomach has been itching and starting to burn, and I know that that means that I'm growing. I have not gotten any new stretch marks. All of these stretch marks are from when I was pregnant with my son. I was big like a basketball. I will try to insert a picture here of what I looked like with my son at 38 weeks and me now. I tried to recreate the photo, and it was interesting. So I very much look the same, except I think I'm carrying a lot higher. Still look like a basketball, but I do have an anterior placenta, so my belly always looks way bigger than other people's. So I have been trying, and this has been so helpful. I mentioned this last video, but this is just like a basic belly support band. This supports your back, helps keep a good posture, but it also helps gravity from letting your belly just flop everywhere, which I think helps my belly not get extra stretch marks. So I can definitely tell when I wear it, my belly isn't as jiggly and it's not like stretching as much. So definitely find something like this. I will link it down below. They're only like 20 bucks on Amazon. They help your back, but I think they also help prevent stretch marks. Speaking of stretch marks, I have tried 2 new products and I love them. I don't know why I haven't been using them before. The brand is Palmer's. There's a lot of brands out there for stretch marks, specifically when you're pregnant. Don't fall for them, okay? Everything out there for stretch marks when you're pregnant is going to be overpriced just because it's labeled like a maternity product, and people know you're gonna pay more for that. So I would just go to Walmart and buy this stuff. This was $9. It's the Skin Therapy Oil. I put this on throughout the day. It absorbs very quickly. It's for scars, stretch marks, dry, damaged skin, uneven skin tone, aging skin. So I put this on throughout the day anytime I get itchy or tingly. And I put the butter on at night. It's very thick. These smell amazing, by the way. It's very thick, and I put this on at night. Put this all over my belly, and I let it soak in for a good 10 minutes before I actually go to bed. This really, really is soothing. Okay, hands down the best stretch mark product I've ever tried, and I've tried a lot of them. Still taking Tums all the time. My acid reflux is just horrible. These are the peppermint. I don't really like the berry or anything, so these are just literally the cheapest, like $1.97. I am still taking my prenatal vitamins. They are like gummy prenatals. I did order some nicer ones. I don't know if they are nicer. I mean, the price was a lot more, but I did order them for like postpartum. Haven't started using them yet. I'm trying to finish my gummies. I'm still taking a calcium tablet every day, and I'm now taking evening primrose oil. So this is something I've actually been taking for years. I took these I'd say when I was like in college. Obviously you need to check with your doctor before you take anything, like ingest anything, but if I can remember correctly, this is supposed to like promote healthy like uterine health. I'm taking it 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. This is supposed to help soften things so that you dilate faster and also promote uterine health. So I've never really taken these like every day with the pregnancy. I was trying to with my daughter. I had her early, so I didn't get to, so we will see. And the last thing is I've been drinking every day red raspberry leaf tea. This is from the brand Pink Stork. I will link all of this stuff down below. I bought this with my daughter. I never tried it. Went to my first weekly appointment, was gonna ask about it, and then I had her the next day. So I'm drinking it now. It tastes really good. It's just like a light flowery flavor. I actually add this with a peppermint tea. I drink 1 cup a day. A lot of people like say to drink a lot of this. and it's supposed to help you go into labor. It does not claim on here that it will induce you, and I don't think that it will, but it says it's supposed to support healthy labor. It's a pregnancy tea designed for use during the 2nd and 3rd trimester. It's organic herbs designed to strengthen and tone the uterus and prepare the body for baby's arrival. And I also read that you can drink this afterwards to help your uterus contract back down. Again, ask your doctor, read up on it, do your own research, don't just rely on me. That is about it for the products I've been using, but now I'm gonna answer some questions. All right, first question, do you feel anxious about birth? I said this in the last video that my first 2 pregnancies were pretty smooth sailing. I mean, obviously there's things about pregnancy and labor that aren't enjoyable, but I didn't have any complications, and so I think that that's the only thing. This is my 3rd one, and so I start like second guessing myself, like, well, what are the chances of this being a smooth sailing labor again, you know? And then I start thinking like, well, what if this happened, or what if this happened? So I'm not anxious, but there's definitely a part of me that just wants everything to go well, and I'm hoping for that, but also, you know, sometimes things happen. I want to know how you're expecting it to go with 3 babies and how you feel about it all. I am expecting it to be hard and chaotic. I'm thankful that my husband is off in the summer. He is a teacher as well. I mean, he is a coach, and coaches work pretty much all summer. I don't know if he's going to be working as much this summer because of the COVID stuff, but I am thankful that he is going to be able to help me. I'm expecting to not get a lot of sleep, and I'm trying not to have any expectations. What is your setup when you come home from the hospital, bedside nursery, or baby's room? I actually just posted a video, it should be up already, about my nesting, getting ready for the baby, and what I'm doing this time around. So I will put it up here, you can watch it. I only have a 3-bedroom house, and I have a boys room, a girls room, and our room. So this one is going to be in our room. I have a pack and play. I actually co-sleep with my kids. They will be in my room for the first year of their life, pretty much, while I'm nursing them throughout the night. So it's really just what I was gonna do anyways. Even if I did have a nursery, they would be in my room. I have my glucose test coming up. Any advice? Have you ever had gestational diabetes? No, I have not, but I have gotten close to having it. And my advice is the night before, don't eat like a carb heavy meal. The drink isn't really horrible. I mean, it doesn't taste amazing, but try not to eat a carb heavy meal the night before. How are you feeling about giving birth during the current situation? I'm assuming that means like the COVID stuff. I am really not concerned or worried about it at all. I know that in other states, I live in Texas, but I know that in other states it's been like more severe. And not that it hasn't been in pockets of Texas, but I'm not expecting it to change much of what it's like to normally give birth, except that they're gonna test me for coronavirus when I get there, just in case, and we can't have visitors. So, which kind of makes me sad, but it's also a relief. It's overwhelming when there's a lot of people coming to visit you. There's a lot of people coming in and out of the room. It keeps you from being able to rest. And I'm actually just looking forward to it being me and my husband and the baby for the first day or 2. I've prayed a lot and asked God to allow me to feel content with everything, even if that meant I was gonna be by myself and my husband couldn't be with me. Things have definitely gotten better. My doctor will for sure be able to deliver my baby now. I'm really actually okay with how it's all gonna go. Are you guys set on a boy name and a girl name? I believe so. We have boy name ready and girl name ready. They are like family names that we're using. I feel like we're pretty set on them, but then again, I haven't seen the baby, so that may change when I see the baby. So what was the postpartum belly band you recommend? I had one from BANDIT. after my son. It was amazing. That brand is really, really good. It's expensive. I bought it secondhand. However, there are a lot of affordable ones on Amazon. I will link it down below. There's one for about 20 bucks that I am looking into getting, but definitely look on Amazon. I definitely am gonna wear one again. What are you packing in your hospital bag? I believe I already have that video up. I will put it here. You can watch it. Does each pregnancy get easier? I would say no. I think each pregnancy is more challenging because you have other kids to take care of. What do you feel like you're having? Did you find out the gender with the other two? I knew I was having a boy. I knew I was having a girl. We found out this time. I feel like I'm getting huge, and that's what's making me think boy. Like, how can this be a girl? This is huge, but I'm still carrying high, and I feel like I'm putting on the weight on my body and not in my belly, and that's how I was with my daughter. It's like one day I think girl, one day I think boy. I think girl. I truly do not know. That's what's crazy. When you don't know the gender, you don't know. Is this your final child? I'm pretty sure we will have 4 kids. How do you think the other kids will adjust to having a new baby? My son, I think, will be fine. He just really wants this to be a boy, so if it's a girl, I hope he's not disappointed. My daughter, like I said earlier, she's gonna think that this is her baby, and I'm really gonna have to watch her. Like, she would be the one to take the baby off the bed or out of whatever it's in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch her. She is gonna, I mean, every kid I think regresses in a way when their mother is having another child, but I'm gonna have to watch her. How did you know you wanted baby number 3? I had my son when I was 21, right after we got married. Found out I was pregnant. Wasn't expected, wasn't planned. But when I had him at 21, I knew that I was not gonna do this for 2 decades. Like, the baby stage is hard. There's a lot that comes with it. And I just knew, like, I wanted to be done early because I started early. And so we have had all our kids 2 years apart. We will probably have another one in 2, maybe 3 years. We will see, because we're outnumbered now, and I'm sure it's gonna be harder. But we just knew and prayed about it and felt like God was leading us to that. Babies are a blessing. You know, the pros of having another child outweighed the cons of having another child. Like, what elderly person do you meet and says, you know, I shouldn't have had those last 2 kids, you know? But you could meet somebody and they may tell you, I wish I would have had another one, right? So just don't think of it as like a short term now. Think of it as like a future, like 50 years from now, 30 years from now, and think about that child. So that's kind of how we are about things. How are you prepping for a surprise gender baby? This is our 3rd baby as well, but first time not finding out the gender. Any tips on how to shop affordably while keeping things gender neutral? So my first tip to any parent watching this, or even if it's your first kid, don't go out and buy everything pink when you have a girl. Don't go out and buy everything blue when you have a boy. If you want to buy some things, obviously like clothes or little things, do that, but don't go buy the pink stroller and car seat. You know, you want to just stick with things that are neutral so that if you did have another gender, you could use it. That's gonna save you a lot of money. But that is it. I answered all of the questions that y'all had for me. It is now just a waiting game for me and the baby. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Continue checking in. If you're curious to see how I'm doing when the baby arrives, follow me on Instagram. I will put my name here. That is where I will post like the first update for everyone to see. I will definitely have like a labor vlog, and I will post a video of like meeting the baby and revealing the name. Follow me on Instagram to be able to see like a more one-on-one, like personable experience. Like, you know, I share things on Insta stories that you won't see if you're just following me here. So Thank you all so much for watching. I will continue to post weekly after having the baby. I will obviously probably give myself a couple of weeks off, but I do have a lot of filmed videos like already that are prepared to go out. So if you're concerned about me not taking a break, I will be taking a break. It's just going to seem like I'm not, but continue to watch, follow me on Instagram to keep yourself updated, but I will see y'all again next time. Bye everybody.